we even did a topic. We were talking about Fat Joe and Little Mo and the remarks that Fat Joe made at Versus. Well, Little Mo was upset about it. Fat Joe apologized numerous times. He apologized the night of. He apologized on social media, and he apologized on his live.
I am apologizing to anyone I offended. We was in a rap battle. I got besides myself. But to Little Mo, I love you. I seen Little Mo before it happened. Hugged her, kissed her. After I realized that I went too far, I went up to her and tried to tell her sorry. I told her sorry. I told Vita sorry in person before we even left the building. Before we left the building, I threw the tweet up. I'm sorry. I disrespected. I love you guys.
Now, the only reason we're playing this again is they have squashed their beef. They have...
wasn't a beef.
Well, she accepted his apology. It was a misunderstanding. She accepted his apology, and it seems like they are letting bygones be bygones, and they are moving on. She posted something on her Instagram yesterday talking about blessings, and she was excited about the other night. Fat Joe responded, "I love you, Mo." She said, "I love you, Joe." It seems like they had a conversation, and things are okay.
Yeah, that's it. No more story. Doesn't matter what anybody's opinion of the situation is. Fat Joe apologized, which is what you should do when you offend someone, and that wasn't your intention. And Mo accepted it, and you know everything's onward. I salute to Mo. I sent Mo some healing energy yesterday, and Joe, you know. He sent us some flowers too behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Because Joe's a classy guy.
Yes.
And I told Mo, well, that's beautiful. You should have sent you a Birkin, but you know, his flowers. I did not. I told Mo that yesterday. I said, good job. I said, Joe's a classy guy. We know that, but you should have sent a Birkin.
No, we shouldn't.
Salute to Fat Joe.
Shout out to Joey Crack.
The big show.
Biggest show. All right, now, everybody was talking about the Versus, also how they said Nelly walked across the stage and hugged Ashanti. So during a live conversation with Fat Joe, Remy Martin, Ja, and Ashanti, this is what Ashanti said about the hug.
I haven't seen him or spoken to him since we broke up. I don't know, for 6 years or something. So I didn't know what to expect.
Is there something still there? Is it like
I wasn't expecting it, but it was positive.
You know Nelly's single now.
Yeah, but I ain't, so.
Lord mercy. All right, well, Nelly, he was on the Big Tigger show and he talked to Tigger about his thoughts of the whole hug situation.
It wasn't just like that, man. I said what up to everybody, bro. But, you know, it was like, it was there. I didn't want no uncomfortable feelings or nothing like that. And I just said what up. It was all good, but I said what up to everybody. But they ain't that.
Ashanti just proved that, you know, whenever you break up with somebody, that's why you got to keep yourself together.
What you mean?
Like, just in general, like the way she looks, you got to keep yourself together. Because, you know, we go to your social media, check on you to make sure, you know, you're still doing good. But if you're not doing good, it's a part of you that's like, well, you know, I'm not missing nothing. But when they looking good and they glowing, I'm like, damn, I'm messed up.
Now, there was a time, Charlamagne, when you were paying old Facebook pictures of old classmates to see how they looked, to see if they were still doing bad. Do you still do that?
I'm healing, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm a work in progress. I'm healing. You know what I'm saying?
I do that every once in a while.
I'm healing,
just
brother.
Go back to
you know what I'm saying? I'm a work in progress.
Especially the ones that doubted me, just to see how they do.
But you know what, though? I don't revel in that. I don't revel in seeing nobody doing bad or looking bad. I send them healing energy. I truly do. That's what I do. Whenever I get those thoughts, when I do go to Facebook, and I get those thoughts before I laugh, I send healing energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I don't laugh. You can't do that because you never know. Them tables turn. You don't know.
I'm starting doing my push-ups today. All right, now Cat Williams, he talks about would he possibly do a versus battle and would he be interested in versus, and this is what he said about it.
I started versus. The first versus ever promoted was Steve Harvey versus Cat Williams. It was the underground king of comedy and sold as versus. So we don't need to ask me if I would have any interest in things that I am the originator of. Comedically beefing is almost cheating for me. I have over 10 specials, so I don't have to pick but 2 jokes for each special, and I've already deaded anybody whose last name ain't Pryor anyway.
How would they do a comedy versus though?
What you mean? Comedians been doing that forever. Like comedians been going one-on-one against each other, snapping on each other forever.
Snapping on each other is different, right? But you'd have to do a full set, right?
No,
you got 20, you got 20, I got 20. Like,
you could go joke for joke, and it actually probably would be easier than a versus because your reaction is gonna come from the crowd. So like, let's just say Cat Williams goes against Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey tells a joke. You can gauge the audience reaction. Cat Williams tells a joke. You can gauge the audience reaction. That actually, comedy versus would be less subjective than a music versus.
some comedians need ramp up time though. Like, you know how they gotta set a joke up.
Nah, not those guys. Yeah, like Cat said, he got 10 specials. He can just choose a joke from every special. You know what I mean?
All right, well, that is your rumor report. Now, when we come back, we got to talk your president, President Biden. We'll tell you about what he's doing and all the crazy stuff he's talking about. We'll get to it next. It's the Breakfast Club morning.
What's up, family? Rapper Spider was allegedly shot after leaving the studio late last night in Miami. They say that it was a result of road rage. Spider was in a vehicle with an associate when someone opened fire on the driver's side. They said that the driver was hit in the hip and that Spider was shot in the legs, in both legs. He's in critical condition. He was hit 5 times. He must have hit one of those primary arteries. In any event, they're saying that he's in critical condition and he is fighting for his life. Hopefully, he can get through. Road rage, fam. That conversation has to be had. If you haven't had that conversation, have it. It's important. I got a buddy, I stopped riding with him because bad understand. We're in the car one day. Some dude got a little too close. What the fuck you going? Get the fuck, all that stuff like, that's yo, bro. Dude. It ain't that serious, man. I say, you don't know what that dude over there got in his car. What are you thinking? You don't know what that dude going through. You just thinking about what you're gonna do. You're not thinking about what he's gonna do. That you can't control. So while you yapping and dude just all of a sudden draw down and start popping, now you're on the defense. When all you gotta do is just realize that, hit the horn or whatever, and just keep on going, man. Listen, fam, all of us have had traffic infractions. All of us have crossed the line, followed somebody too closely, got too close, or was about to cut over into another lane and hit somebody. We've all done it. We've all driven too slowly. We've all sat at the light a little too long or, and dozed off or whatever. We've all done it, not literally dozing off. Well, some people have literally dozed off, but, get to the light, get distracted, and start messing with your phone and all this type of stuff. We've all done it. So why don't people give people the same grace that they would want, right? Yeah, dude, I had to start riding with him. I was like, look, man, that's my last time riding with you, man, because you don't know how to act, bro. Like, somebody open up, I'm going to sit and duck. Now, if we're going to go get somebody, let's go get them, but let's be playing, let's get organized. Don't just get caught up in something this trivial, this stupid, end up losing your life, have to take a life, and you're in jail for the rest of your days over something that could have been avoided. It ain't about being real. It's about being smart. Playing to stay. Play to stay. What does that mean? Play to stay. Play to stay alive. Play to stay free. That's the name of the game. And play to stay Not just free in terms of liberation, but sucker free. It's very important. So, man, when somebody, I know somebody started yakking off and you're in traffic and you're in the heat of the moment. I know it's easier said than done to fall back with that. For the sake of yourself and those who occupy your vehicle while you're driving, you would do yourself a great service by trying to just fall back. Let that crash dummy crash into someone else, or at the very least a wall. Let that fool crash into something else, not you. Because some people ain't got no business driving, period. They got a bad understanding. And some people think they own the streets. Those people, it's just a matter of time. They're ticking time bombs. Let those fools explode on somebody else. Let somebody explode on them. Let somebody else take out the trash. Go on about your business and live your life. Thumbs up to Spider got him. Hopefully he'll be all right. He can make it through. And fam, let's just start a campaign on not just thinking about.
Welcome to the Disney Bundle, where Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus come to life on all your screens. Hulu Originals, Disney Hits, and must-see sports. Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Disney Bundle today.
Veterans United presents Through the Roof Reviews with Rob Riggle.
We're here with super satisfied Veterans United customer Jose. Hey, you're a Marine just like me. Right on.
Yeah.
So you gave Veterans United 5 stars and pinned this masterpiece. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Dopest lender ever. You are a man of 3 words, Jose.
Yes, I am.
I rest my case.
Well, you joined Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And you were there from 99 to 2002?
Yep. Yes, sir.
But that wasn't really the greatest experience for you.
Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. You already know. I want to give a shout out to Notification Gang and Key Talk Gang, even though they really the same thing, for rocking with me every single video. If you listen to my voice right now, go and like the video and hit the bell so you get a notification every time I drop a video. Anyways, so an update on Spot 'em Got 'em. I know you hear a lot of people saying he's dead, he's already died. No, he has not already died. This is directly from his manager and also his team. Pretty much they said that Spot 'em Got 'em was at the studio recording a song, and he had left the studio. He was in a passenger seat of a car, and he was being followed pretty much. They got onto the highway, sped off with the car, but obviously they were being followed. Now, TMZ is calling it a road rage incident, but a lot of people in the streets is pretty much saying, nah, that nigga was followed and stuff like that. Anyways, they say the car pulled up next to Spot 'em Got 'em. They say they rolled down the window, pulled out an automatic weapon, and started to let out bullets all over the car, hitting Spot 'em Got 'em between 2 to 5 times. The official report says Spot 'em Got 'em is recovering in a Florida hospital after being shot multiple times in a Miami road rage incident. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ Florida Highway Patrol responded to a road rage incident involving a shooting around 3 a.m. Friday, with the car the rapper was riding in being shot at least 22 times on the driver's side. Our sources say the driver told troopers he was driving southbound on I-95. Gunshots started ringing out from another car. We're told the driver was shot in his hit, and Spot 'em Got 'em suffered gunshot wounds to both legs, and they were both taken to a local hospital in stable condition. Spot 'em Got 'em's manager D Fatboy tells TMZ the 19-year-old riding in a passenger seat when another vehicle pulled beside them and shot up Spot 'em Got 'em's ride with an automatic weapon. The beatbox rapper manager said Spot 'em was being driven from a Miami recording studio when the shooting went down, and he's expected to make a full recovery. You already know.
seeing the fact that the car was shot up with an automatic weapon 22 times and only being hit between 2 to 5 times, more than likely 5, that's what most reports are saying. That's a blessing. And also seeing the fact that he didn't get hit in nowhere where it could potentially kill him, or that did potentially kill him. They said mainly he got hit up in his legs. Now, at this particular time, we got to hope that he's still going to be able to walk, because like I say, we'll have to do shows and stuff like that once he gets past all this. Also, most of the time whenever a rapper gets shot and they survive, they come back bigger than ever, bigger than life. So Spider Gotham's got the right records. He's got a lot of attention on him right now, and it's going to be the good time to put out some more music to make sure he gets another hit like the beatbox song. Anyways, as more details come out about the situation, if he actually does pass away, like a lot of people are saying he already did, which right now is not being confirmed, that he has not passed away, I'm definitely going to let the gang know. Anyways, let me know something. Coming down low, let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.
When we was growing up, we wanted to be like Young Boys Incorporated. All them dudes had money, women, clothes, and fly whips. But more than anything, they had...
When it comes to West Coast hip-hop, most people think of either LA or the Bay Area. But Sacramento has its own scene that's just as wild as anywhere else. Two of the most famous rappers from Sac are currently in a violent war that's left a blood trail all across the city. Here, the deadly beef between Mozzie and CML Lavish D. Mozzie is a rapper from Sacramento who put this scene on the map in the mid-2010s. Although there have been other rappers who laid the groundwork for the Sacramento rap scene, like Brother and Sebo, Mozzie brought mainstream attention to the city with projects like Gangland Landscape and Blah Da Da. Mozzie grew up on 4th Ave in Sacramento's Oak Park neighborhood. He did not have his parents in his life growing up because his mother was addicted to drugs and his father was locked up. He was raised by his grandmother, who was a member of the Black Panther Party and owned several properties in the Oak Park neighborhood. Mozzie's grandmother was a big influence in his early life. She kept him disciplined and made sure he was always reading books and getting good grades in school. He started rapping when he was young after his uncle Gennaro G.P. the Beast Patterson brought him to a local studio. Mozzie originally attended Sacramento High School, but eventually dropped out and earned his GED instead. From that point on, he worked a bunch of local jobs and started making money in the streets to support himself. But having one foot in the real world and one foot in the streets never works, and Mozzie would be arrested and jailed 3 different times between 2005 to 2008 for crimes that include illegal possession of a firearm and evading police. But all while he was hustling in the streets, he was also continuing to build his buzz and work on his craft as a rapper. He released his first official track, You Ain't Really Like That, in 2010 under the name Lil 10. He released his first mixtape under the name Mozzie the following year, which was called Money Means Mozzie. He would follow those up with a series of mixtapes that included Money Making Mozzie, Dope Fiend Trying to Get His Corsica Back, and Goon Body and Body Bit. But he really started getting the buzz in 2014 with the track I'm Just Being Honest featuring Filthy Rich. This track was a diss aimed at another Sacramento rapper named CML Lavish D and started a bloody feud in the city that continues to this day. The crazy thing is that Filthy Rich and Mozzie would also start beefing later on. Filthy and Lavish D would then team up on a diss track, Kill Politics, in 2019, turning the tables on the Oak Park rapper. The beef between Mozzie and Lavish D began in the streets, but I'm Just Being Honest was a song that attracted the attention of the public. But before this track blew up, there were several other disses between the two camps leading up to it. The first shot fired was a track by a rapper affiliated with Lavish D named Lick called With the Shit, Mozzie Diss. In the video for the track, Lick even pulled up to Oak Park, Mozzie's hood, and filmed the video outside of a popular corner store. After With the Shit's dropped, Mozzie followed up with the track The Truth, where he called out several members of Lavish D's crew by name. About 12 hours after that track dropped, Mozzie would be mourning the loss of his close homie, Zilla Zoe, who would appear alongside him in the video for The Truth. But even after his friend got murked, Mozzie would keep applying pressure and dropped a freestyle dedicated to his fallen brother. Not long after that, he followed up with I'm Just Being Honest, where he took several shots at Lavish D and continued to call out members of their team by name. This track quickly blew up, partially because of the controversy behind it, and took Mozzie to a new level in his career. But the success was bittersweet. Even though he was gaining more recognition for his talents, the track would also intensify the beef that had already claimed several lives. Lavish D would follow up with his own diss tracks, Mac Blast and Where's Waldo, where he directly responded to some of the statements Mozzie made in his breakout hit. But this was serious beef and wasn't just for clout. By that point, it was an all-out war, and both sides would start losing members left and right. The first person from Mozzie's camp to get caught lacking was his manager, who Lavish D spotted while he was by himself at Arden Fair Mall in Sacramento. The rapper and his team immediately jumped him and posted a video of the beatdown online.
Get on that, Chad.
about that. Look at that.
But the payback would backfire, and Lavish would end up getting arrested for his involvement in the assault not long after. At the time, the rapper was also fighting an open case from November 2013, where police found a handgun in his car. Less than 4 months later, he posted a video of his crew beating up Mozzie's manager. In court, prosecutors even used the lyrics from the song to prove he was a danger to the community.